my name is Susan and I'm going to be showing you how to cut your own cosplay wigs. I'm going to cut the bangs on myself first. I'm going to cut this, okay? And then because the bottom part is so long, I'm going to be cutting it on my sister Lizzie. Yay! Okay, this wig is going to be from Shugokara, Nagi's character Rhythm. I'm going to be the little character. And it's actually supposed to have a straight bang, but if you look right now, it's pretty awful. The wig is also supposed to be very straight, but because of the packaging, it is, I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it's really wavy, like super wavy. So I'm also going to be straightening it, and I'm going to show you, most wigs are synthetic, so you can straighten them and it's pretty easy. But yeah, just wanted to tell you who I'm cosplaying, and let's get started.
Okay, so first up we have our scissors. These are just normal hair cutting scissors. You can find them at places like Walgreens or Walmart for about $10, and they're meant specifically for hair. Next up we have the thinning scissors. Thinning scissors have a jaggedy edge and they thin out your hair without you trying too hard. Pretty handy. After that we have a comb. The comb is to brush out our wig, which will get tangled. Clips and bobby pins to separate pieces of your hair to keep them out of your face, anything that you do or do not want to cut. Okay, so for me personally, I like to separate the ends of my bangs, make sure that I do not cut too much off, because there is going to be a little bit of a side bang. So I section those off with the clips, and when I get started, I have my normal regular scissors. You do not ever actually want to just cut a wig. That is bad. You actually, what you want to do is take your scissors and pretty much using the sharpness of the scissors, let that cut the hair, but do not actually close the scissors. Do not do that. Just kind of using like just enough, push the scissors enough into the hair that it will cut it with just the edge of the scissors. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of lopping off hair that I know I'm not going to need just because my bangs are way too far down. I'm planning to cut them right around where my eyebrows are just because for me personally, I don't like to show my eyebrows in wigs. They're a bit too thick for me. But for right now, I'm just trying to get the proper length. Yeah, if you look again, I am not actually closing the scissors. I'm kind of like rubbing the hair against the scissors. This part usually takes a while for me just because straight bangs, I always have like a little bit of a fear about straight bangs. If you like try to directly cut the wig, it will become very noticeable. So I kind of like inch my way shorter and shorter just because I don't want to accidentally cut it too short. A quick tip before you get started, make sure that you're wearing clothes that you don't really care about wig hair getting onto, because it will get in your clothes and it will be really annoying. Okay, here, I'm trying to make the bangs a little bit shorter, but once again, I'm also too scared to just cut them. So I just keep working at it. It is a little bit of a longer process. You kind of have to be patient with it. Actually, my scissors at this point are a little bit dull, so I apologize for that because it's taking me longer to cut it just off the sharpness of the scissors. So at this point, this is actually the second method of cutting hair where you can cut vertically, and in this case you actually do cut the hair, but since it is a vertical cut, is not as much of a cut. That's usually good if you kind of want to thin out the hair a little bit. Here come in the thinning scissors. A quick tutorial about thinning scissors is you usually kind of want to cover the hair that you cut with the thinning scissors because it's a little bit of an uneven cut, but it's not very noticeable. If you notice, I have a portion of hair sectioned off that's going to go above, and I'll put it back down. And the thinning scissors, you just kind of cut a couple times and bring it down along your hair, and you notice like little pieces of hair are falling. My thinning scissors that I have right now are actually not the greatest. They're not too sharp, I suggest the Conair thinning scissors from Walmart. Those actually do a really good job for me. Alrighty, so that pretty much concludes the bang cutting tutorial. Up next, we actually have a straightening tutorial for you.
Because the hair is actually supposed to be pretty straight, and it's obviously, if you hold it like that, it's kind of wavy. So we're just going to straighten it. Straightening is pretty easy. Just use, of course, a straightener. And I like to use it on medium to low heat. You do not want to burn your wig. Something to check is before you start straightening your wig, very important. What? Before you start straightening your wig, make sure it is heat resistant. Take a little chunk that you cut off and straighten it with the straightener. And if it doesn't explode, then it's heat resistant. It's pretty simple. You can tell if it melts the wig, then it's obviously not. Most of the wigs that you buy online on like eBay or whatever, most of the cosplay wigs are heat resistant. They're made out of synthetic hair, so they're all good. And we're gonna go ahead and get started on you. One section at a time is the way to go. La, 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 la. So take it one piece at a time, because only your straightener can only hold oh so much. And you go kind of slow, so that the wig can take it all in. You can see. Should I record all of it, or should I just kind of record the beginning? But now you can see that it is, for the most part, straightened out. And you just kind of keep doing that until it's nice. Shut up! I was breathing.
Alrighty, so at this point we have the wig all nice and straightened out now. I'm just going to go ahead and cut off a large portion of the hair that I know I do not need. And as an example, I'm just going to go ahead and do a straight cut, just to show as to why you should not do a straight cut. Even though the cut is kind of straight, and I'm sorry that I didn't quite do it as straight as I should have, my scissors are kind of not working. But even if you do end up doing a very nicely straight cut, the wig, for whatever reason, still looks a little bit choppy. And the reason for that is because wigs actually come with a lot of hair, and they're quite thick. So when you just do a straight up cut, there's a lot of hair at the bottom, when for natural hair it would normally thin out at that point. So it kind of gives it like a boxy feel, and one that you probably do not want for your wig. So that's why right now I'm going through and just kind of thinning out the back of the hair so that it doesn't look so boxy and it looks a little bit more organized. Also trying to even it out just because I did such a bad job. Sorry about that. Like I said, straight cuts just kind of scare me a little bit, honestly. So here I am grabbing the thinning scissors. Since it's the back of the hair, you actually don't really have to conceal the thinning scissors cutting. It's not really too noticeable anyways, but I'm just doing this just so I can quickly try and get an even thinned out layer at the bottom. When you're cutting wigs, it can be a little bit scary because, you know, if you cut it, the wig doesn't grow back. The nice thing is that once you start cutting a lot of wigs, you kind of realize that most of them are pretty thick and come with a lot of hair. So if you make one wrong cut, you can cover it up with more hair. Look at all that hair. I suggest a drop cloth. I'm just kind of doing a couple finishing touches, like I said, just thinning it out. Just for me, I feel like with longer hair, thinning it out is a good thing. And there's our finished product. Yay, we're done! And I hope that helped you all, and hopefully we'll get some more tutorials up soon.